Hi YouTube, it's definitely been a while since I last uploaded a video, and the reason being was because I've been so stressed out about getting my work visa. But the good news is I finally got it, and I'll be starting work at the States after the new year. Right now I'm actually hiking up to do a small hike just up to where I got my first ever Wing Chun class. Just feeling a little nostalgic, just going up there and checking it out before I go back and start teaching. Point of view from my... So for anyone who's saying Hong Kong is crowded, you can't go anywhere nice to just have a moment, they're wrong. Because right now this place I'm going to is actually perfect for practicing martial arts. It's a little hike, so I guess most lazy people get eliminated right away. Anyone who's going there is probably gonna go exercise. So what I wanted to say is basically thank you to everyone who's been following my YouTube channel, my martial arts. It's been a great time and I appreciate all the support. I just wanted to tell everyone that now that I finally have everything settled, 2016 is going to be a gigantic year for everything. So first of all, as I mentioned earlier, I am going to be starting work at Velocity Fitness teaching Wing Chun Kung Fu. I'm actually going to attach a link to this video so you can go and check out and come take my class if you're in Boston. But trust me, it's going to be a good class. I've been training really hard since the last couple of years, especially after I stopped teaching at Boston University, just working on myself. And it's going to be a lot of improvement since the last Wing Chun video on my YouTube. And yeah, and secondly, this one's a big one. I'm going to be launching a new YouTube channel. This one's going to be a joint channel with my girlfriend, and we are going to be doing a lot of fitness videos. And our highlight is that the two of us actually signed up to do the Spartan Trifecta coming up. So 3 Spartan races, for those who don't know: a Spartan Sprint, a Spartan Super, and a Spartan Beast. So we're going to be challenging all of that in the upcoming 2016 year, and that channel is going to focus on our diet, workouts, what we basically a lot of fun stuff, pranks, all that stuff too. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I know it's going to be an awesome year. And then right now we're on the cusp of having Ip Man 3 come out, and I'm really excited for that one because Ip Man was actually the movie that started me doing Wing Chun. It was like, holy shit. So this is my first impression of Wing Chun. Right after that, I was like, I gotta learn this. And sure enough, that year, everyone that I know wanted to learn Wing Chun. A lot of people that I know actually started learning it. But then within 2 months, most people quit, and I was one of the last people who was just practicing. At that point, I don't know, I really fell in love with the art. Right now, I have to say, between my videos and stuff, my relationship with Wing Chun is very complicated. I went from loving it to like completely believing in it, all the way to losing faith in the art, and I almost stopped practicing it. But somehow I always it's always there for me for some reason. I don't know why. It's always been my first art. It's influenced all my other arts. For example, my favorite Shaolin weapons are always dual weapons because I like the sense of being balanced. I think that has to do with me starting off in Wing Chun and using 2 hands in the Wing Chun stance. So Wing Chun's definitely been the art that has been the biggest influence in everything I do. This is kind of cool. I've never actually hiked up this hill while talking constantly, so it's actually decent for my cardio. I've actually been training that a lot too recently with the elevation training mask, with sprint workouts and burpees and all that awful shit, but this is good. What else? Let me look at my other notes. I hate talking on camera, as most people know by now. That's why I'm not even appearing in screen and I'm just documenting my hike. I have notes that I write down. I'm a dork. I suck at talking in camera. So I have everything written down. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, right. My relationship with Wing Chun, more of that. So just for a recap, where I'm going right now is where I had my first ever Wing Chun class officially. My sifu, my initiation sifu, is a man named Thomas Ho, and he's a family friend. And he doesn't actually teach officially. He's a big lover of martial arts. He studied many on his own, and basically, my family knew him for a long time, and he was living in the States when I was a kid. And one day we just randomly bumped into each other at a Chinese restaurant in Hong Kong when I was looking for a Wing Chun teacher and didn't know which one to start off with. And my mom just so happened to see him, and it went from there. He started teaching me Wing Chun, and I loved it, and I just kept going. And eventually he always taught me of an open mind. So he was teaching me to not reject any martial arts, just learn as much as I can, because knowledge is always good. So I learned Wing Chun, Northern Shaolin, and Chole Fut from him. Alright, now I'm up here. So this is the little park area where we used to train at. He has a granddaughter recently, so he's been retired from teaching, and I've been training on my own mostly nowadays with Jikendo and other styles at other schools. And most people think I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself. So I'm walking over to the spot where we usually train. Whew. So yeah, back to my Wing Chun story. So when I first started Wing Chun, I was like, Wing Chun is the only shit. And I would defend Wing Chun against anyone who's like, it doesn't work. And I would use Wing Chun to spar as many people as I could see. I started a fight club at Boston University, and yeah, and then I started getting exposed to other styles, but I was always, Wing Chun is the best when I first started off. So this is where we trained at before this, not on the rocks. This little area is where I have my Wing Chun classes, and it's a great place. When it rains, this thing becomes a freaking waterfall. It's actually really cool. Huh. Just looking around the area. I was actually here to visit my sifu a couple days ago, so I had the idea to come back here and practice a little bit. Okay, I guess the camera should go back to me now that we're up here. Eventually I started learning other styles of Wing Chun, and at this point I started mixed martial arts, kickboxing, boxing, and grappling. And then I met Wing Chun people who are like, other stuff is useless, only Wing Chun, which is pretty much what I used to do when I first started off. And then not only that, they also said their Wing Chun is the only one. And basically what Wing Chun I knew before was pretty much crap. And then that just sort of killed it for me, because why would you want to fight amongst your own lineage? Basically, you should do what works for yourself and build make whatever works for you good for you. You shouldn't, who cares where it came from, as long as it works. Just be honest about it. So at times where I see Wing Chun practitioners who are basically completely out of shape, get beaten the crap out of them, and then it just lost the appeal, because whenever I think of a good martial artist, I see a very fit person. Especially anyone who watches my channel, my videos, they know I love fitness. So that's why I lost a lot of faith in Wing Chun, because they don't practice fitness and all. And some people are even telling me there's no conditioning required, no fitness required, it just works. I mean, Wing Chun's the art that is supposed to be a street fight art. So street fights are not supposed to be long with bare fists and elbows, no rules. They're supposed to end in seconds. But practicing martial arts to me is strengthening your body as well as your mind, and frankly just being awesome, being really good at techniques and never working in fitness just doesn't appeal to me. I want to be good at everything. That's why nowadays, when I teach Wing Chun now, I always make sure fitness is in there. So here's another problem with making Wing Chun videos. It's kind of like, for me, my point of view in Wing Chun is always changing. So basically, that documentary I made before, Wing Chun Reforged, a couple years back, I wasn't as focused on Wing Chun at that point, so I was actually pretty out of practice there. And I don't actually believe in a lot of the stuff I said back then right now, because my Wing Chun has continued to improve. I like the direction where it's going, but I still keep in mind that I like the fact that you have to keep an open mind, learn as many arts as you can, and make whatever works for you work for you. Aside from that, I'm starting a completely new section on Wing Chun, and it's gonna come up, and I hope all of you look forward to see it too, as much as I am in making it. People playing in the park, and they think I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself. Well, okay, I guess this wasn't too bad. This is actually my first video log video. Oh, right. So basically, back to Ip Man, the movies. Ip Man 3 is coming out on December the 24th in Hong Kong, and guess what day I'm leaving? December 23rd, because I'm really excited to go back and see my girlfriend. I love her that much. Apparently more than Ip Man, so she better appreciates this. That being said, it's kind of meaningful. It's kind of nice and nostalgic to think that when Ip Man 1 came out, I started Wing Chun, because it just became the art that inspired me. And when Ip Man 2 came out, I was a Wing Chun practitioner. Now when Ip Man 3 is coming out, I'm an instructor. And I just got my first instructor job at a martial arts school. I've been teaching at Boston University, but now I'm actually going to be teaching at an actual school, which is really exciting for me, because it's definitely a good start for my future goals. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming up in 2016. Remember, I'm going to be linking up the site to where I'm going to be teaching. Keep your eye out for my girlfriend and my joint channel, which will be launching at the beginning of 2016. And have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy Ip Man 3, and have a good New Year coming up. I'll be posting a lot of new stuff soon now that I'm more free, and hope to see you guys soon. Keep watching my videos and subscribe, or else.